Hello there!
Hi.
So today we are coming at you from our newly painted nursery, because of course we're working on baby stuff. But I do want to mention that this channel will not go to full baby. It is not going to be full baby mode, because we love the theme parks, right? Yep. I mean, we're going to love our daughter with all of our heart, but that's what this is about. um, So another reason why we're coming at you from our nursery is because it has been a busy week for us. So as y'all know from last week, I have stopped working for Disney and have moved to another company. I have started to work for the Lego company. But of course, as usual, I won't be telling you my role until after I'm completely done with it. Um, Only because of safety reasons. Um, so we wanted to talk to you all about everything that's coming around the parks and resorts, um, because it's a lot. There is so much coming to Disney, Universal, SeaWorld announced some stuff. Busch Gardens is doing their regular thing. So there's just a lot going on. So Kiara, why don't you tell us something that you're excited about coming to the parks, all this stuff?
Well, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the fireworks. They start this Thursday on June 1st. July 1st. I know it's going to be happily ever after for a while. And then on the 1st of October to the 50th, they'll start their new show.
Yep. We don't know much about their show. We do know that it's supposed to be something along the lines of the Golden Age, which makes sense because it is the gold anniversary, right? So we're looking forward to that. They also announced the Boo Bash, which is going to be, instead of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, is going to be the opposite. Now things may change as we get closer to the Boo Bash, but when they initially announced it, they said no trick-or-treating. The hours are from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. So the hours have been shortened for Mickey's Not So Scary, which used to be 7 p.m. to midnight. And then if you had a ticket, you could come in early. Now they have said that that isn't going to happen with Boo Bash, but of course, like I said, all of this may change. There are character meet and greets, but of course, there's the social distance character meet and greets. We haven't heard anything about a parade yet. They said that there's more than likely not going to be shows, but like I said, all of this can change, and they're being sold out, aren't they?
Yeah, they actually extended the capacity, so like they allowed more tickets to be sold, but the ticket prices also did go up this year.
Yeah, almost $100.
Yeah.
Yep. So we haven't gotten any tickets for it because we're looking to see if any of those things change. But Mickey's Not So Scary is my favorite time to be in the parks.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. So, and I did see that Mickey and Minnie got a new costume from Paris, right? I'm pretty sure it was from Disneyland Paris. They look pretty cool. So we're really excited for Halloween. We're just waiting till it gets closer to announce those. And speaking of Halloween, a park that normally doesn't do Halloween the way all the other parks does announced they were doing Halloween. So what was that?
SeaWorld's doing a Halloween party too.
It's called Howl-O-Scream. I know you haven't been to it, but that's all right. We'll definitely go to it. I know you don't like scary, but I'll hold your hand the whole time. They announced Howl-O-Scream just like Busch Gardens normally does year after year, and Busch Gardens said they're still doing theirs, which is really weird because SeaWorld has always done some form of kids Halloween, so they do trick-or-treating. They allow kids and adults come in full costume to do trick-or-treating, which is really fun. You guys know, you can see back in some of our videos that we go and do that. It's a lot of fun, but we also love Howl-O-Scream out in Busch Gardens. Dad and I went and did that last year. I love Howl-O-Scream. because it is a location where it doesn't have a whole lot of intellectual properties, and so they have to create their own stories and what's going on. And they announced some form of creature. What was it? Do you remember?
A siren, I believe.
Yeah, siren. She looked really cool. She had like veins, like lightning veins down her face. So it seems exciting. Now, SeaWorld did say that during the day it is going to be the regular kids stuff, because keep in mind they do have Sesame Street here in Orlando, and that's where they do their trick-or-treating stuff with like Sesame Street, and then they also do it a little farther off in a location between the Dolphin Nursery and the stadium. So they do intend on still doing Halloween that way, but just at nighttime the park will switch, just like with Mickey's Not So Scary and Halloween Horror Nights. The park will switch and it will become a Howl-O-Scream. So of course it'll be a separate ticketed event, just like all the other events here in Orlando. So I'm psyched for that. And then Halloween Horror Nights was announced, which they didn't really do last year at Universal. Because remember, they did 2 houses. Do you remember the houses? I believe it was Beetlejuice, and then they did one that wasn't an intellectual property. But this year they're going all out. They're doing all their houses, and they brought back Jack the Clown, who is like their staple of Universal Horror Nights. So that'll be fun too. Like I said, I'm not much into intellectual properties. I don't remember who they announced is going to be their big house, but I can't wait to see. Because when they do their intellectual properties, it gives you a chance to walk through those movies. When we did Ghostbusters, it was a lot of fun. So, and then speaking of Halloween altogether, the Boo Bash with Disney announced that this year they will not have the Mickey pumpkins on the lanterns.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah. Instead, they announced that they're going to have Cinderella Coach pumpkins. So it'll still be Halloween themed, but because of the 50th anniversary, it'll be themed to the 50th anniversary more. So I'm looking to see what that looks like. But like you said, I'll be sad that the Mickey pumpkins won't be here.
It's my favorite part of Halloween time. So.
Yeah. It is sad. But with the 50th anniversary, Disney announced other things. What are a few things that they announced?
I know they're doing a kite show in Animal Kingdom.
Yep, Disney's Animal Kingdom.
The first. I don't know anything about it.
It's just going to be a kite show in the lagoon where they do Rivers of Light. And that's going to be a daytime show over Rivers of Light, which is a nighttime show. So that means they get to use that stadium a little bit more often. Because right now it's kind of being sat open for just like a seating area. It's also a good spot to see the flotillas that go around because they pretty much go in a circle around that lagoon. And then what else did they announce? They announced something at Magic Kingdom, right? The statues. The Jeff Val, who is president of Walt Disney World Parks and Resorts, announced that there will be 50 statues placed around the theme parks, the 4 parks, of different Disney characters. And then he announced that 2 of those will stay after the 50th anniversary because they are a tribute to the cast. So not only will the cast members have the doors on all main streets, because in case you didn't know, there is a door on Main Street that says Walt Disney Casting Agency. And then I believe it has the quote from Walt that says that you need people to make a place. So instead of that, there's going to be 2 statues left in the castle hub on the west side, so the left side, and they are going to be Mickey and Minnie as a tribute to the cast, and they'll have a plaque on them saying what they are. So, new statues. I do find it a little weird though, right? Because Mickey is just right there with Walt, and then Minnie is right down the street with Roy. So I am a little surprised that they chose Mickey and Minnie. But there are 6 little statues that were left from the Castle Plaza to begin with, that are in the plaza itself. So it's just kind of interesting that they're adding 2 more of the same statue.
Just statues. It's like, okay.
Yeah. So, but it is great that cast get another tribute. And they have also announced that this 50th anniversary will revolve around the cast in general. That it's going to be more cast-based. Which is excellent, because I remember Year of a Million Dreams was sort of like a giveaway frenzy, right? You got pins, you got the ears, you got the lanyards. Even the Diamond Anniversary over at Disneyland was the same way. So to switch the focus, and it's not switching it completely, but to switch the focus from guest to cast this time, I really think is great, because I feel happy cast, happy guest. That's just my philosophy. Disney recently has become a little less magical, and I think it's just because of dealing with the mask thing. The cast spend a lot of time trying to please put the mask on, please put the mask on. Obviously, they don't have that issue now, so the parks are getting a lot better. But dealing with that for the last year is a lot. Then there's other rules and stipulations, I'm sure, to where like they can't give stuff away because like I touched it and I could have the virus, and then I give it to you, who then touched it as I handed it to you, and you could have had the virus. So I'm sure this is going to be a big change, and I'm all for it. So they also announced that their cast, if vaccinated, can now take their masks off. So that's exciting too. Universal announced the same thing, right? So yeah, just a lot going on. Tons going on. And then for us personally, we're just painting the nursery. So for a couple videos ago, we released that we're having a little girl, and she should be coming to us around like Thanksgiving time, right? Fingers crossed. I'm hoping for December 5th.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm hoping though. I'm really hoping. But yeah, we're having a little girl, and I'm so excited. So, but like I said, this will not become a baby channel. We're not going to be following her around with the camera going, she's doing this for the first time, she's doing that for the first time, and showing you guys, because we understand that that's not what you're here for. So, so thanks for joining us. Keep laughing with us.
Subscribe and like.
And bye, y'all.